Yo, so I wanted to do this review because I was talking to a lot of different creatives who weren't aware of SubmitHub. So as you know, I have been posting, promoting Route, and we still promoting Route, man. We're about a month, almost a month in, by the time you see this video, and it's been getting good reviews, bad reviews, all of that in between, both in person and another tool that I use is SubmitHub to get it out there, right? So SubmitHub is essentially just a tool for creatives of all kinds. You don't even have to be like a musician. You can promote other things on there, be it blogs and all that stuff like that. But it's a platform for people who are creatives to get their work out there to people who wouldn't normally see it. So it's actually a hub where you submit things to different bloggers, Instagram influencers, Spotify playlisters, YouTube influencers, all of those from the top to the bottom. I wanted to kind of break that down for you now so that you were able to see how it works, then you can use it yourself. Alright, so we're gonna start in the SubmitHub submissions. You can see I've been busy. I got 6 campaigns going. On the last one sent about a week ago, and I sent it to about 79 people. 67 of those 79 rejected, and there was 6 approvals out of 79. So don't get on here thinking that everything's just gonna be peachy keen, because I've seen a lot of different people who do know about SubmitHub, and one of the things that they do say is that it does take a minute to get your stuff going, because if you think about it, so many people in the world, right? So you really have to understand, like, everybody has their own different styles, everybody has their own different ways they like to hear music. Everybody's different, right? So out of there. So everybody's different. So just if you are an artist and you sensitive about your shit, I understand. But at the same time, if you're trying to get it to other people, it may cause you to dial that sensitivity down a little bit, just so you can actually get it to the 6 out of the 79 that will repost you and help you out. And I also did one for Ready. I got 2 approved there, and then 23 people rejected it. So I just wanted to walk you guys through this, so you can start by creating a campaign. We're gonna do one now, just so you can see how it works. I have 48 credits for en route, and the coolest thing about it is, so they run this kind of discount thing where you can really see, like, you can go to get more credits, and they're running a discount where you can get 100 credits for $80, which I highly recommend, because going through this, the 30 credits and the 10 credits kind of just won't gather the information that you really desire, especially if you're sending this stuff out and you want to send it out to send it out to the mass of people. So I definitely recommend just getting the top one. If you can't swing that right now, definitely go to the 27 and just dial it in, more so at the people that you would like to send it to, or 10 and just keep playing that game of just going back and forth. But I definitely recommend getting the $80 one. A lot of blogs and Spotify playlists and YouTubers, they only accept premium because it's actual money, versus the standard, which is not actual money. It's a lot of these people, when you're submitting, only allow the premium. So I would suggest to go ahead and get your credits, and then use the premium feature to go ahead and actually get these things going. So number 1, guarantee response within 48 hours. If you have a premium use, that's the benefit of it. Your submission filters to the top. they must listen for at least 20 seconds, which is huge, because if you think about it, a lot of these people have submissions on top of submissions, and it's easy for them to just decline it. But if they listen for at least 20, if they have to listen for at least 20 seconds, it gives you a fair shot. You'll get at least 10 words of feedback if your submission is declined. If you don't want the feedback, there's also an option for a 90-second minimum listen time instead of feedback. Now, just being honest with you, I don't recommend you just like foregoing the feedback and just making this person pound it into them for 90 seconds. I mean, you can do it if you're more interested in your song being heard. I highly recommend just putting the 10 words of feedback out there, and then rather than having them listen to 90 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, it does get you a better shot to hear the whole thing, but you know, a lot of people know if they like a song within the first 10-20 seconds, honestly, like at least for me. If the above conditions are not met after 48 hours, you get your credit back, which is awesome because it's money well spent, especially if the people that listen to it don't adhere to what the requirements are. So you get your money back, you get your credits back. Cool with me, right? Premium credits cost roughly about $1 each, with discounts when you buy more. For example, you can use 5 credits to send one song to 5 recipients. That's kind of self-explanatory. With the standard, completely free, you can use 2 credits every 4 hours. No guarantee for response or feedback. So this is like kind of more the, all right, well, you know, if you don't really care about it, you're kind of just trying it out. That's what I would suggest for you, to just try it out in the standard way before you spend your money doing it. But for people who, you know, actually want somebody to listen to it, this is probably it for you. Who would you like to send this to? Now this is a little tricky. It kind of depends on what your attention would be set on. So you can do blogs, Spotify playlists, YouTubers, SoundClouders, or radio. I would suggest that if you just kind of want to build your audience organically, to do this route. But if you kind of want to be signed, or you want to do you want to get the attention of the machine, if you want that, then go to record labels. Obviously, I'm more on the blogs and Spotify playlists, YouTubers, because that is more of the organic reach, man. Like, and you get to name your price. Ownership is really important. I do not recommend you going and signing or trying to grab the attention of the labels, because they really just don't care. Like, to be honest with you, like in the majority realm, like they really just don't care. You know what I mean? Like they may put some money behind you, they may not, but the problem is you'll be signed to them and you can't make music. So you can't make music on your own or freely. So I would definitely recommend, if you want ownership and you want to make your money in the long run, and stick with it, the blog, Spotify playlisters, YouTubers, SoundClouders, and radio is the way to go. But I don't judge you if you want to go record labels. Alright, so when you hit next, how important is the quality of written feedback for you? It's quite important. You'll get original feedback, no copy and pasting allowed, which is awesome. If you put I don't want feedback and you make them listen to 90 seconds, I can see the plus side of it. I can also see the negative side of it. I can see that 90 seconds could possibly make them enjoy the song. Maybe not the first 20 seconds, may not, who knows. But I choose to go it's quite important route, because it gives me a little bit more insight as to what this person wants. And not that I make music for what people want, but if I have a song that can go with the feedback that I was given, possibly it could work out a little bit more, and I can tailor make my entire approach to what it is that I'm trying to do. So instead of, if I make a if I make a really, really pop song, so I could go, it's quite important. They write feedback, they reject the song, and then they could write to me and say, well, we didn't like the song because of this. And I could use that, and I could say, well, I have a song like that now. Let me go back in and resend this song to that particular playlist, whoever, that particular person. So it can help me a year later figure out who I want to send music to when I have a release. Not that important. That's when you really don't care about the feedback. They can write whatever they want. We won't notify you when they write feedback, and we just kind of want to see if you can get your music out there, and you just want the thumbs up and thumbs down. I don't want feedback, like I said, to make them listen to 90 seconds of the song. For some people, feedback isn't helpful, and I totally understand that. Going down, permissions and copyright. This is another big one. If someone approves this song and wants to upload an MP3 to their channel, for example, a YouTube video, can you give permission? Want to learn more? Click here. I would suggest kind of reading over this, but the long and short of it, no, I want you to actually read that. But this is for YouTube, so you can give them permission to make money off of the video, but you'll gain the fans in the long run, right? So most of the time, people credit the music that they're using on YouTube, right? So what ends up happening is they come back to you and your channel, your Instagram page, and then they'll say, hey, I heard your song on this YouTube channel. I love that YouTube channel and I loved your song, so let me go ahead and follow you too, which is a cool way to do it. If you say, yes, I can give them permission, but I should be able to keep anything they earn from the upload. This does make it a little difficult, but if that's kind of where you're at with it, totally fine. Like, I get it. You want your coin, you want your money, you worked hard for it. It's totally your thing. Do whatever you see fit. If you are I cannot give the permission to the upload for them to upload that channel, they can only use the embeds and links that I provide. That's totally fine. You can absolutely go that route. You have that option. But as I said, man, I'm just up here with it, bro. You can make money off of it. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure you credit me in it, and we good. Are you comfortable receiving feedback in a language besides English? A lot of these people are in different. So SubmitHub grabs different places, different channels, and different Spotify folks from around like the world. So it's not necessarily going to be always in English. If you speak another language other than English, then cool, like kudos to you, and you can understand those things. But for me, I only speak English and Ebonics a little bit, so English is cool with me. Alright, so then you hit next. Then it generates this unbelievably detailed report on who it is that you're actually going to work with, who it is that you're going to that could possibly pick your song to do business with, right? So it'll give you them being online now, which is huge. It'll give you details about what it is that they do. This person is on Twitch. If you don't know about Twitch, Twitch is a really, really good place to also discover music, because a lot of these people are gamers, have podcasts and things of that nature, so they can actually use your music in their situation, in their thing, so that or in whatever show, they can use your music in their show, so that all they would have to do is just upload your joint, credit you in it, and you're good. Like, same thing about YouTube. So one of the bigger things that I see that really, really helped me is this chart right here. Like, this is huge. Okay, so is it a genre match? Is it the quality of this person's channel? The influence of this person's channel? These are big, man, because it allows you to see without actually following them, to see what is their grade. How can it help you, right? So if it's not really what they're looking for, the genre match isn't really, it's kind of low, it's lower than 3 out of 5, then I probably will rethink sending this person something like of my music. But if the influence is something I want to take a chance on, I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll just send it to them just to see what happens. So jump over to quick facts. We got has an above average engagement on Instagram, gives good feedback, quick to share approved songs, usually listens for 90 plus seconds, only takes premium submissions. So that's what I was talking about earlier, that you can't give everybody that standard submission. Only takes premium means they probably want their coin. They probably want some coin for this, because these folks do get paid for this. So another really good thing is it gives you these other little nuggets down here, man. Like something that's worth knowing. Songs to be used in playlists while gamers live stream on Twitch. So this person is a gamer. He or she, it looks like this is a girl. He or she will use your song while they're gaming. So that's a really big thing. People like to watch people game on Twitch and on YouTube now. So that's pretty cool, man. An additional note, occasionally ask for copyright permission to upload. So that's what we were talking about earlier. But doesn't have to be monetized. Typically shares as Twitch. Can write feedback in Spanish or in English. Why the extra cost? So going over here, we didn't talk about this yet, but going over here, these little dollar signs apply to your credit. So if you look close, when I select that, my credits go down by 3, because that's how much it costs to actually go and try to get this person's submission. So I'll take that back, and then you can look and see that why the extra cost. Go back down there. Songs are played live in a very popular Twitch channel. All right. Genre history has approved 12. Well, so going back over here, genre history. I have already selected what my genre is for this song. You can pick anything you want, man. Like you can, but try to make it as true to your genre as possible, because what ends up happening is you really don't want to pick a rock guitar song if you have an R&B song, because a lot of those folks are hardcore fans. You waste money that way if you just go in there thinking, all right, I'm a trick these people into liking my song, and they might or they might not. I think it gives you a better chance to make sure that you have the right genre and what feels good to you. Like neo soul, funk, contemporary R&B feels good to me for en route. So that's kind of why I picked those. But you can go in and you can pick any of these, man. If you got a rock song, or if you have a song with guitar in it, man. You can do electronic, man. You can do all that stuff, man. I could pick. I think En Route could possibly be an Afrobeat song. What you think? All right, so it says you only got a maximum of 3, so I would have to take one of these out. If I was to take neo soul out and throw in Afro beats, it would give me a different. It would kind of generate a different level of people, right? So you got urban R&B. If you guys rap, hip hop, whatever, gangster, grimy. Select bloggers. Like if I just want to go to bloggers, it would upload all of the bloggers that I have that are in their catalog, right? That accept funk, contemporary R&B, and Afro beats, right? Alright, so this is where you get to give some confirmation details. You're about to submit Brandon Yancey, Kristen Curtis, Tony Range, and Route to 3 recipients. So list them to make this happen into your preferred email and hit submit, right? got my email there. Want to provide a 200 character quick pitch. This is optional, but then again, you do have that option for a reason. If it can help in any way, you can put some personality to it, just to kind of give this person a better feel to who you are. And I just kind of wrote something, that I would say. You ever see that person that is talented but no one knows them, and you think, I wish I could help? Well, this is the one you've been waiting for. It's comedic, it's light, it's who I am, an idea of what I think about the music. So then I hit submit, and just like that, we are submitted, man. We are in there to receive our feedback on, and I give you a little email, song successfully submitted. You wait till you hear back from them. But I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of the feedback that you would be receiving. So I wanted to go through some of these cold emails, bro, of declines. Most of these are just declines. This one was for Ready. Sorry, but going solo, that's ironically the one that we saw earlier. Strong tune, Fit to Radio. So let's go to another one. So this one was also for Ready. If you haven't heard Ready, sounds a little like that. The following detail was provided. It feels a bit dated. Vocals work nicely, but just is not my taste. The percussion a bit too generic. Could be improved a lot. This is, like I said, a lot of these are just up to people's personal taste, man. Like that Laura from Twitch, the person that you seen on there, I submitted to her. She said, "Hi Brandon, we've liked the stylish vocals, good synergy between them, smooth transitions, and nice percussion. Sadly, we decided not to include it in our playlist because we were looking for very high overall intensity." So that's not a bad one, but those are just kind of the things. If you would be discouraged by feedback, it's not all bad, man. Like some of it, like she said, just isn't the right time and what they're looking for. Don't trip about this stuff, man. Like, so there's, like I said, there's a lot of declines. This one says something in Spanish that I don't know what that says yet. Oops, that's the same one. Okay, there's a lot in Spanish. The other cool thing about it is it'll give you a submission. It'll give you a submission update, so that it'll tell you when a song is shared. It'll give you the link so that you can see it and where it is. So I'll just hit that link real quick, just so you can see. And I believe my song was a lot of people tend, relative. Like a lot is relative. So you have to kind of, if you are, and here it is right here, if you break the stigma of I have to get to the big playlist and that's the only way that I'm gonna make money, if you break that stigma, if you break that in your mind, then you could possibly start to see the beauty in getting on any playlist and getting on a lot of these playlists, because what ends up happening is people start to tune into what you're doing slowly but surely, and you start to build that organic reach. Like I said, here's the song. We're not down too far, but we're down a good bit. Doesn't really matter to me though. I highly recommend SubmitHub, even after seeing all these declines, because it really does help you, man. It really does showcase exactly what it is that you would need to get through to this organic reach and have people coming like what you're doing. But it does take some time to get through, so just take your time getting through it, man. I hope it works for you. Yeah, That's all I got, man. SubmitHub 5 stars from me, bro. Yeah.